can I ask you a question?
Of course, Mia. Although, I should warn you, I don't always have the right answer.
That's actually perfect. Imagine I ask you, what's the capital of Iceland?
I don't know.
Exactly. And that's probably the sentence millions of English learners use every single day.
But here's the interesting part. Native speakers don't always say, I don't know.
That's right. Today, we're going to teach you 20 natural ways to say it, so you can sound more confident, more relaxed, and much more like a native English speaker.
And don't disappear after the first few expressions. Number 18 is one of my favorites, and I use it almost every day.
Good afternoon, Mia. You look like you're having a really good day.
Really? What gave it away? My smile or the giant cup of coffee? Definitely the coffee. I think it's almost bigger than your head.
Hey, don't judge me, Paul. Great English lessons require great coffee.
I completely agree with that. Maybe I should get an even bigger cup next time.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to Learn English Daily Podcasts.
The podcast that's all about
Making English easy and enjoyable every day. Whether you're listening on your way to work, walking home, studying, or simply relaxing with a cup of tea, we're really happy you're here.
And today is going to be a fun one because we're taking one tiny sentence, I don't know, and turning it into 20 natural expressions you'll actually hear in everyday English.
Paul, can I ask you something?
That depends. Is it another geography question?
No. Yesterday, my little cousin asked me a question in English, and after every single question, he answered, I don't know. Every single time.
Oh no, I've met learners like that. Teacher asks, what's your favorite movie? I don't know. What did you eat today? I don't know. What do you like to do on weekends? I don't know.
Exactly. Sometimes they actually know the answer. They just don't know how to say it naturally.
And that's exactly what we're going to fix today.
Notice something important. You're not saying you don't know. You're saying, I need a moment. Imagine someone asks, what was the name of that restaurant? You might say, let me think. Oh, I remember now. That's much more natural than answering immediately with, I don't know. Let's practice. Repeat after Paul.
Let me think. Again. Let me think. Perfect.
Now, let's learn one that's a little stronger. I have no idea.
This one is funny because it doesn't actually mean your head is empty. It simply means you really don't know.
Imagine I ask, Paul, where did I leave my keys?
I have no idea. Maybe ask the coffee cup? It seems to know everything today.
Very funny.
Now everyone, your turn. Repeat after us. I have no idea. Again. I have no idea. Wonderful. Sometimes you know part of the answer, but not all of it. That's when you can say, I'm not really sure.
Listen carefully. I'm not really sure. Adding the word really makes the sentence sound softer and more conversational.
Mia, do you know what time our meeting starts tomorrow?
I'm not really sure. I think it's around 10, but I'll check.
That's a perfect answer. You aren't pretending to know. You're being honest. And honesty sounds confident. Let's see how many expressions we've learned already.
Okay, ask me something.
Who's going to win the World Cup?
I'm not sure.
What's the tallest mountain in South America?
Let me think. Actually, I have no idea.
Perfect. See? You're already using 3 different expressions instead of repeating, I don't know. All right, Mia. Ready for the next one?
Always. As long as nobody asks me where I left my coffee.
Uh-oh. Should I say, I have no idea?
Exactly. Now, here's expression number 5. Instead of saying, I don't know, you can simply say, maybe.
Now, be careful. Maybe doesn't mean you know the answer. It means it's possible. You're making a guess.
For example, do you think Sarah is coming to the party? You could answer, maybe. She said she was busy.
Let's practice together.
Everyone, repeat after me. Maybe. Again. Maybe. Excellent. Now, expression 6.
What if you think you know the answer, but you're not 100% sure?
Then you can say, I think so. For example, is today Friday? I think so.
Paul, is your coffee finally cold?
I think so. We've been talking for quite a while.
Poor coffee.
Your turn. Repeat after me. I think so. Again. I think so. Wonderful.
Now, let's learn the opposite. I don't think so.
Imagine someone asks, do you think it will snow tomorrow? You might answer, I don't think so. It's a polite way to disagree.
Paul, do you think I'm going to stop drinking coffee?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Okay, let's see how you're doing. I'll ask a question, and you answer using one of the expressions we've learned. Ready? Do you think aliens are visiting Earth? Nice. There isn't one correct answer. Maybe you said, I'm not sure, or I don't think so, or maybe I have no idea. They're all natural responses.
Sometimes someone asks you a difficult question, and your brain suddenly goes completely blank.
Oh, that happens to me all the time, especially before my first cup of coffee.
I knew coffee would come back into the conversation.
Of course. Now, instead of saying, I don't know, you can say, I'm not certain.
This expression sounds a little more formal. You'll hear it in meetings, presentations, or professional conversations. For example, I'm not certain about the exact date.
Let's repeat. I'm not certain. Again. I'm not certain. Excellent. Here's one native speakers love. Beats me.
This one sounds funny. It doesn't actually have anything to do with beating someone.
Exactly. It simply means I have absolutely no idea. Imagine this conversation. Friend, why is the internet so slow today? You answer, beats me.
It's casual, friendly, and very common. But remember, use it with friends, not in a job interview.
Imagine the interviewer asks, why do you want this job? Beats me.
Paul, please don't ever say that in an interview.
Definitely not. Here's another expression.
Our next expression is, who knows? This one is interesting. You're saying nobody really knows.
For example, when will humans live on Mars? Who knows? Maybe one day?
Or, when will Paul finish that giant cup of coffee?
Who knows? Maybe next week.
Before we continue, let's review a few important words together. The first word is certain. It means completely sure. For example, I'm certain this answer is correct.
Repeat after me. Certain. Again. Certain. Very nice.
The second word is guess. A guess is an answer without knowing for sure. For example, my guess is that it'll rain this afternoon.
And finally, absolutely. It means completely. For example, I have absolutely no idea. Now, repeat after me. Absolutely. One more time. Absolutely. Great job.
Let's put everything together. Imagine we're planning a weekend trip. Ready?
Let's go.
Where should we travel this weekend? I'm not sure. Maybe the beach?
Will the weather be nice?
I think so.
Is it going to be crowded?
I don't think so.
What time does the first bus leave?
Beats me.
Fair enough. Should we look it up online?
Definitely. That's probably a better idea than asking my coffee cup.
I still think your coffee cup knows more than both of us.
Who knows? Maybe it does.
You've already learned 10 natural alternatives to I don't know. You know, Mia, I have a feeling our listeners are already starting to think differently.
What do you mean, Paul?
Well, I bet the next time someone asks them a difficult question, instead of automatically saying, I don't know, they'll stop for a second and remember one of these new expressions.
That's exactly what we want. Learning English isn't about memorizing hundreds of words overnight. It's about having more choices. The more choices you have, the more natural you sound.
Expression 11. It's hard to say. Here's one I use quite often. It's hard to say. This means the answer isn't clear. Maybe nobody knows for sure.
For example, will AI become smarter than humans?
It's hard to say. Only time will tell.
That's a very safe answer.
Exactly. Sometimes a safe answer is the smartest answer.
Let's practice. Repeat after me. It's hard to say. Again. It's hard to say. Excellent. Expression 12. I'm not too sure. This next one sounds very relaxed. I'm not too sure. It's very similar to I'm not sure, but it feels a little softer and more conversational.
Imagine your friend asks, "Is this the right bus?" You look around. I'm not too sure. Let's ask the driver.
Notice something important. Native speakers don't always try to sound perfect. They're comfortable saying, I'm not too sure. There's nothing wrong with admitting you don't know everything.
If someone asks me, "Can you fix my computer?"
Don't tell them yes.
Exactly. I'd probably say, "I'm not too sure. Maybe we should call someone who actually knows what they're doing."
Quick conversation. Paul, can I test you?
Uh-oh. Here we go again.
Don't worry. It's an easy one. What's the tallest building in the world?
I'm not too sure. I know it's very tall. Does that count?
Nice try. Our next expression is, let me check.
Now here's one you'll use almost every day. Let me check. This is incredibly useful because instead of simply saying, I don't know, you're telling the other person, I'll find the answer. Imagine someone asks, what time does the train leave? Instead of guessing, you can say, let me check. Then you look at your phone or the schedule and answer confidently.
People really appreciate that. You're being helpful instead of guessing.
Everyone, let's say it together. Let me check. Again. Let me check. Wonderful.
Mia, sometimes my brain works like an old computer.
Only sometimes?
Hey, be nice.
I'm kidding, Paul. Go on.
When someone asks me something, I don't always remember the answer immediately. So I say, give me a second. That simply means, please wait a moment while I think.
Let's imagine this. Paul, what's my favorite book?
Give me a second. I know this. Oh, it's The Alchemist, isn't it?
Yes! See? You remembered.
Eventually.
Okay, everyone. This time, we're going to make you speak. Don't just listen. Say the answers out loud. Ready? Your friend asks, what time does the movie start? What could you say? Maybe, let me check. Great. Now another one. Will it rain tomorrow? You could answer, it's hard to say. Excellent. One more. Do you know where my glasses are? Maybe, I'm not too sure. Or, I have no idea. Both sound completely natural.
Fantastic! Every time you speak out loud, your confidence grows. Even if you're sitting alone in your room, remember, you're practicing with us. And trust me, that's one of the fastest ways to improve your English. Okay. Now, let's talk about a funny story. Mia, can I confess something?
Uh-oh. This sounds interesting. Go ahead.
Last month, my nephew asked me, Uncle Paul, why is the sky blue?
That's a big question. What did you say?
I looked at him, looked at the sky, and said, it's hard to say.
Paul, you could have at least said, let me check.
You're right. Instead, I searched for the answer later, and we both learned something new.
Oh, and that's actually a great lesson. You don't have to know everything immediately. Good English isn't about having every answer. It's about knowing how to communicate naturally.
We've already learned 14 natural alternatives. But we're not finished yet. Coming up, we'll learn some of my absolute favorites, including one expression that native speakers use almost every single day without even realizing it.
Wow,
We covered a lot today. And the best part is, you don't have to memorize all 20 expressions today. Just choose 2 or 3 and start using them in your conversations this week. You'll be surprised how quickly they become natural.
Exactly. Fluency isn't about knowing thousands of words. It's about using the words you already know with confidence. Every small step takes you a little closer to speaking English naturally.
Now we're curious about you. Out of all the expressions we learned today, which one is your favorite? Was it, I'm not sure, let me think, who knows, or maybe beats me? Tell us in the comments. We'd really love to know.
And here's a little challenge before you go. The next time someone asks you a question in English, don't say, I don't know. Pick one of today's expressions instead. Then come back and tell us how it went. We'd love to hear your story.
If today's episode helped you feel just a little more confident, please give it a like. It really helps more English learners discover our podcast.
And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to Learn English Daily podcasts, because every week we bring you practical English, real conversations, and speaking practice that you can actually use in everyday life.
Next time, we're going to learn another group of everyday English expressions that native speakers use all the time, but many learners never learn in school. Trust us, you won't want to miss that one.
Until then, keep listening, keep practicing, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every conversation, even the imperfect ones, helps you become a better English speaker. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with us. This is Learn English Daily Podcasts, making English easy and enjoyable every day. See you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.